Good morning, dear students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning to everyone. We have eminent speaker with us, Mrs. Nitya Priya. Madam has completed MSc Nursing in Pediatric Nursing. To add to the credentials of Madam has worked as a staff nurse in the Pediatric ICU from PSG Hospital for 2 years. And then Madam has completed her PG program. After that, she has worked as a lecturer in Dayandana Sagar University, Bangalore. After which, currently she is working as a lecturer in Jubilee Mission College of Nursing, Bangalore. And Madam was the subject topper in the subject Pediatric Nursing. And she also received Best Poster Presentation Award. And Madam has also attended and organized various conferences and workshops. We welcome you, Madam. The session is over to you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your introduction. Shall I start, ma'am?
Yeah, you can share your screen and start.
Good morning, ma'am, and good morning to all. So first of all, going to start with the topics. So I want to share this quote for you all. So learning gives creativity, and creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides the knowledge, and knowledge makes you great. This quote is given by Abdul Kalam, sir. So when we are learning new things in our profession, we can shine our knowledge. Okay, so now today we are going to see blockchain in healthcare. So that is my topic today. So this chain is playing major role. This technology, the new technology is playing major role in our healthcare profession. Okay, health sector. So first of all, what are the things I'm going to talk about this heading means? First is the introduction and what is blockchain and blockchain in healthcare and benefits of blockchain and their advantages and challenges of blockchain in healthcare, how we are facing the challenges, and blockchain can help in nursing. So one more thing I left here, the application. So what kind of applications is used in the healthcare? So before going to see about the blockchain, so we want to know about the health informatics. So health informatics is playing a major role. So use of information technology and management of the concepts. So that information, so what are the data digitally, what we are storing. So in the health informatics is the giving support and we are making the data in a systemized manner. Okay, so we are getting support from the health informatics. So health informatics is for all the healthcare professions. So for our professions, so it is an emerging specialty. So in future also you can join the nursing informatics to play a role in the technological side. So here the nursing informatics is a specialty that integrates our nursing science as well as your computer science, information science to manage the patient data. So to improve our knowledge in our nursing practice. So this definition is given by American Nursing Association. So today's world, so we are in technological world today. So in our profession also the playing major technology. So that all comes under nursing informatics. So next we are going to see about the blockchain. So blockchain means it is an emerging in the last decade. So how it has arisen here to the healthcare means, so the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is the one of the technological software that were used before for the other industrial areas. So then it is entered and it is modified into the blockchain. So blockchain means a small block will be there. In that block, we are going to store all the information so that it should be kept in a secured manner. So we can get it whenever we want. So here the blockchain is playing a lot of interest in the healthcare sector nowadays. So how the blockchain it works here means it is like a decentralized node network that stores the excellent information about the person. Even some confidential files we can keep it in the blockchain. So the security and the other informations, whatever, so we can keep it in a particular block for a period of time. So that is an application. Okay, so here, what is mean by blockchain? So blockchain is a shared and immutable ledger. So that is facilitating the transactions and tracking assets, the assets in the business network. So nowadays, the healthcare is playing a major business role in all over world. So here, so the business network, how it is used here is like in a tangible way and intangible way. In two ways, it is used in the blockchain. So for a copyright purpose, for patent, for branding, for intellectual property, for those things, we can store those informations and files in a secured manner. So that is meant by blockchain. So blockchain not at all playing the to store the informations. So transaction also taking part here. So here in each block, the shared documents is stored. Then that documents, when we want that thing, we can withdraw the documents. So during transactions, we are withdrawing amount from ATM now. So like that the transaction, and we are sending money from one place to one bank to another bank, or one person to another person. So like that, in the healthcare setting, the information about the patient is stored in one block. So that information we want to share to the next doctor means that information related to the patient information is shared to the next doctor. So like that, the block is playing here major role. And then cryptocurrency. So the money transaction also, we can do it by this blockchain application. So within a security and trustable manner. So here, the blockchain. So this is the thing I'm just showing here. So how the transaction is happening. So all the transaction within a certain period of time only, and then it is linked to all the blocks together. So one block we are keeping some information, and one block, the second block is for some confidential information we are storing. So it is getting linked to each other. So what information we want, we can take it without any central authority. So we no need to get more access and permissions. So we can move peer-to-peer transactions. So it is distributed like peer-to-peer network. So it ensures the complete data integrity. So that is the main thing, blockchain. So here, so the blockchain contains few elements. So the first one is the ledger technology. So the ledger technology is distributed. So here the ledger technology, it means the ownership, the transaction or information, the documents, the owner can keep it securely. Then next, immutable records. So the records are all stored in a particular block. The last one is the smart contract. So the person who needs the informations, they may can move from this base of smart contract. So important blockchain concepts. So here few things are there. So this is the way the blockchain, sorry, the blockchain is playing, functioning here in this concept only. First one is the ledger. Second one is hash and miner. Sorry, block. Then last one is the consent mechanism. Ledger means the documents what we are stored. The person is the ownership here. And then block. The block is going to store all the files and documents and informations in a particular block. Consent mechanism, it means the information is shared in a security manner. And hash, it means like the security, we can use it here like a fingerprint or some other number key lock. We can use it here to store our informations to get it from the particular block. Miner is completely related to all the information about the blockchain. So this all comes under the important concepts under how the application is functioning. So next, how the transaction is happening. So one area to the another area, how the transaction is happening here means once the data is entered, the transaction, if it is needed, means once the block is going to represent. So we are going to store it in a one particular block. Then the block needed to create the transaction process. Then the block is going to send to the every node where they want. So the participant, the person who wants the information about the particular person, then it is withdrawing from the block. And then nodes. So then the nodes are giving some proof of the cryptocurrency. So this is for an example of the currency. Then the block is going to execute it, added here more information. Then it is updated one, and then it is distributing to the other network. So across the network, the block information is distributed. Then the transaction is going to complete. So this is the way the blockchain is functioning. Then, sorry, you can hear me? Ma'am?
You are audible, Nitya.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. So next, types of blockchain. So the first one is the public blockchain network. Second one is a private. The third one is permissionized blockchain network, and then consortium. So here the public network, so everyone can access their informations. So what we are using in the healthcare sector, and then private means the confidential things, and that is used in the industrial areas like oil supply and the ships. So they are using this kind of networks. So then permissionized blockchain networks we are using in all the industrial areas, and consortium. So everything is covered under the consortium blockchain. So these are the types. Then how blockchain is getting works. Each transaction. So first one is each transaction. So what information we are storing, the blockchain is going to store all the files and informations in one block, and then the transaction is taking part here. Then each block is connected. So one block is needed some information, and second block we are making confidential files. Third block we are making a supply of the chain like pharmacy details about the patients. So those informations, and so we are keeping in a block way. Then it is connected each other and linking each other one after one. Then the transaction takes place once we needed the information. So the transactions are blocked together here, irreversible chain. So it is like an irreversible way. So once the transaction is taking part here, so the information what we want, that information we can take it from that particular block. So that is placed here in the transaction. In this way only the blockchain is works. So next is very important. So how blockchain is helping in the healthcare system. So blockchain network is used in the healthcare system to change and to preserve and to exchange the patient information, and for a diagnostic purpose and pharmacy and for physician. So for those areas it is helping here, and this application accurately identifies the mistakes. So nowadays we are using in the hospital setup like the information we are storing in online. So only the few informations we are making in the system in a database manner. But in the blockchain is the one is helping more in future for the healthcare professions to store all the informations and to keep the confidential files about the patient information. So the chain supplies and like the transparency, so everything we can make it here in this blockchain. So this is one kind of applications. So we can make it here in the healthcare system. So it can be emerging in future also. So the informations will be stored in this application. So next, the blockchain as a digital platform. So how it is works. The first is data is going to store here. So when we want that thing, we can withdraw the data through the transaction, but the transaction, it needs some verification. So for that, they need some security. Okay, that security code, everything will be settled in this application. Next, we want to access the data and then management. And then the last one, the secure, the payment will be there. For the patients through this blockchain, they can pay their fees and they whatever currency is needed in the healthcare system, they can pay through this blockchain application directly to the management. So this is the way. This is one example how the transformation, the transaction is happening in the blockchain itself. So next, coming to this, the stakeholders. So here the integrated flow process of blockchain in the healthcare. So that's one. The first slide is only for example for the currency. So next we are going to see about the healthcare, how it is working. So here the stakeholders from the government, public or business, and for the researcher side and clinical trial, even the patients. So these are all the persons who those are comes under the stakeholders, and then applications. So here under the blockchain in healthcare, we are using the applications, the three applications. First one is the data management, and second one is supply chain. The third one is the Internet of Medical Things. So nowadays in the internet side, we are getting more information about the medical things. So that all we can store it in this application. So then the technology. So here the type of blockchain. So we want to choose the type of blockchain, what we discussed previously, and then networks and protocols we want to know, and then components and services and the platform. So the platform is needed in the blockchain. And then here in healthcare, how the blockchain is works here means the data will be stored first, and then the clinical information and the lab informations, and then clients and social media and cost and medical things. Then the patient-centered care. So the information about the patient is everything will be stored in the particular block. The when it is needed, that time we can take it through the transaction. So next, coming to the benefits of the blockchain in healthcare. So we can trust. So we can give our information with trust, and then security will be there, and then more efficiency. So these are the three benefits of blockchain in the healthcare. So the blockchain, the application is giving more security and the trust manner application nowadays for the patients as well as for the healthcare workers. So they can store their confidential information in the blockchain, like in a data manner. Okay, like a database, they can store their information. So these are the benefits. So next, coming to advantages. So the technology within healthcare for the patients, how it is getting advantage with the medical history. So now we are, for example, we are giving the discharge summary for the patients who once they recovered. So they couldn't able to get that discharge summary on time. Means we can send this discharge summary through this blockchain, so they can access the those informations through the blockchain application. So they can download it and they can preserve it for the time. So it is all like a systemized and a soft manner. And then coming for the healthcare professional is like a platform for the providing personalized medicine for the patients, as well as from one healthcare person to the other healthcare person. They want to share the case history about the patient, means they can transfer the information through this blockchain without without any interference. Okay, without any access, without like they can't able to access any other person. They no need to go one by one, so they can approach directly and they can withdraw their information. Okay, next coming to the organizations and for the management, it is like a cost effective. So cost effective and cost saving method. So for the patient health condition, to improve the quality of patient health conditions, so the organization and management advantage is like a money saving method. Okay, they paperwork less. So here the paperwork is very less. Example, the discharge summary I told you, so we can send it through the database from one system to the another system. So we can transfer the information to the person through the internet itself. So this blockchain is helping here in the healthcare like this. Next, coming to the challenges in future for the healthcare in the blockchain side. First one is supply chain transparency and electronic health records. So the electronic health record suffix software is available in the market, so that we are maintaining. So this also comes under the blockchain. So we can keep it one side for this health records to monitor the patient information. And then smart contract, for example, the insurance we needed for the patients, that everything we can be keep it here in the smart contract. These are the challenges. Next, IoT means internet of the transparency, security for remote monitoring. So internet medical things we are researching here nowadays. So those informations we can get it in the blockchain in a proper manner in a security manner in the remote monitor side. So for one example, I will give here for the supply chain of transparency. So this is an example. So in the pharmaceutical area, so they want to do some clinical trials to know about the medication functioning. So the blockchain, how it is facilitating in the transparency side. So here the clinical trial under this transparency, the pharmacy side. So they want to do the clinical trial means so with the help of this application, they can go for the clinical trial. So even this can be used in the researchers in future to store their informations in a particular block in a secure manner. So here, the first one, the pharmaceutical side. So the manufacturing plant, they are going to give some information about the medication, and then warehouse. That information is kept in one block, and then transportation details to track the medications, whether it is reached or not to the hospital. That information is kept in one block, and then warehouse out. That means the medication is reached the healthcare provider or not, or to the retailers, and then it is going to reach to the patient. So it is everything is kept in a single block. So it is connecting each other. When we want the information, that time we can withdraw it. So here the mistakes in the clinical area, it can be avoided about the distribution of the medications to the patient, whether the medicine is reaching to the patient or not. So this is one example and challenge in the healthcare with the help of the blockchain. So we can avoid the mistakes and the incidents report or related to the medication error also in future with the help of this application. Okay, next is the important thing. So in our profession, how it is playing a major role. So I think I talked about the healthcare, about the blockchain, how it is working in healthcare. But in nursing profession also, it is going to help in future. So it is going to emerge in nursing profession also. So how it is emerging here means, so for example, our credentials and our certificates, our informations, our license certificates, everything we want to get it. So during our busy schedule nowadays, we can't reach to the uh, council or to the college means that time we can put it those informations in the blockchain application, so then we can take it also. And coming to the clinical area for the patient side, the patient information is needed. The quality of care we want to improve in our profession means we can gather the information about the patient side, so that all kept in the blockchain, so we can use it and we can withdraw the thing. And for in nursing informatics, so we can improve this blockchain application, we can apply this one and we can use it in future also. So this is all the things is helping here in our profession to improve our knowledge and skill in the technological side. So we are not in taking care of the patients. We are going to play a role with the technology also in future to take care of the patients to improve the quality of care for the patient side. So that's all about the blockchains. And then applications we are used in the healthcare setup under blockchain. What are the applications means? The telemedicine. So we can share the information through the telemedicine on e-healthcare and genomic market, and for clinical trials and biomedical development and electrical health records and medical supply of the chain. So that for the pharmacy and the neuroscience and for the pharmaceutical medicine. So those are making the medications. So those companies also needed this kind of blockchain application to improve their quality and to reach the public. So these are the applications under healthcare we are using in the blockchain technology. So I'm going to conclude this. So this blockchain is going to play a major role in healthcare industry in future. So any confidential things and files and documents and any other items or whatever to improve the healthcare sector and to make the security and to make the confidential. So in hand to hand. So it is going to transfer hand to hand without any external authority, without any external person. We are going to access the comprehensive data more here under this blockchain application. So here With the help of this blockchain, we can improve the quality and trustworthy from the public side. So here the less fraudulent and cheaper price and more innovative in the healthcare professions. So we can also include in our profession to improve their nursing care with the help of the technology. So thank you all. I hope you all understood the blockchain, how it is working in the healthcare and how it is playing a major role in our nursing profession also in future. So I hope you all understood. Any queries or any doubts regarding this blockchain?
Any questions, dear students? Any clarifications if you have, you can put forward. Any questions for anyone? Any question? Any other comments?
Good morning, ma'am. Thank you so much for this opportunity, ma'am. Thank you so much for the session. We gained knowledge about blockchain and healthcare, ma'am. Once again, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for your feedback. Any other?
I'm very clearly understood, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Nitya Priya.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the opportunity. Really, I want to thank you, ma'am, so because part of alumni. So I given the guest lecture is really proud for me and proud to my college also, ma'am. Thank you for this opportunity, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much. You have explained clearly about what is blockchain and how the blockchain is applied in the field of healthcare and what are the benefits and challenges of blockchain in the field of healthcare and education. Thank you so much. You have covered the topic in depth. And I think this is an eye-opening for our students. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with us. Thank you, Nitya Priya.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, dear students, for your participation. Thank you so much.